Hello all, I'm Sushma D, working as Assistant Professor of English at Government First Grade College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Shira. Let us start discussing a poem, Invocation, written by P.B. Shelley. In today's session, I'll be giving you an introduction pertaining to the poem. Invocation is written by P.B. Shelley. His period is 1792 to 1822. Note on the poet: Percy Bysshe Shelley is his complete name and he is one of the major English Romantic poets. He was born on August 4th, 1792 at Fee Place, England as the eldest son of Timothy and Elizabeth Shelley with one brother and 4 sisters. From his childhood, he possessed a fierce independence of spirit and bitterly hated all forms of tyranny. At Eton, he read widely, including political theory and romantic tales. At Oxford, he and his friend Thomas Hobbes published a pamphlet, namely The Necessity of Atheism. It is a debate on the belief that there is no God. Both the students were expelled from the university. This event intensified Shelley's rebelliousness against accepted notions of law and order, both in his private life and in government. The central thematic concerns of Shelley's poetry are largely the same themes that defined Romanticism: beauty, passions, nature, political liberty, creativity, and the sanctity of the imagination. But Shelley's treatment of these themes received uniqueness because of his philosophical relationship to his subject matters. Shelley's concern with promoting the cause of freedom was genuine, but his personality found a more compatible outlet in his visionary rhymes. In his poems, almost mystical concepts of oneness and love of poetry and brotherhood are expressed. Such themes remained the source of his inspiration to the last. Thus, Shelley became an idol of the next 3 or 4 generations of poets, including important Victorian and pre-Raphaelite poets. Modern writers like T.S. Eliot, W.B. Yeats, Ezra Pound, and even Bernard Shaw were influenced by Shelley. The universities are flooded with re-critics of Shelley even today. On July 8, 1822, shortly before his 30th birthday, Shelley was drowned in a storm. A London paper took great delight in announcing Shelley's death, writing, "Shelley, the writer of some infidel poetry, has been drowned. Now he knows whether there is a God or not." Thus, Shelley is the most controversial Romantic poet who dreamt of a new society. He was a dreamer and led a ceaseless war against the existing political, social, and economic institutions. His major works are Ozymandias, Ode to the West Wind, The Mask of Anarchy, To a Skylark, Prometheus Unbound. About the poem. Invocation is a lyrical poem. Like many other lyrical poems of Shelley, this poem has a complaint. The poet feels that the spirit of delight has desolated him. He therefore appeals to it to come back to him and make him happy. An appeal of this kind is generally known as invocation. The poem is, like many other lyrics by Shelley, a cry of pain and feeling of sadness. Some of the major literary devices incorporated in the poem are simile. It is generally used for comparison. It is a figure of speech used to compare two different things using the words like or as. Anaphora. Anaphora is also a figure of speech. The repetition of a word at the beginning of each phrase or the successive clauses may be referred as anaphora. It is generally used to emphasize or reinforce meaning. The next figure of speech employed in the poem is lexical repetitions. It is generally used to emphasize a significant image. In this poem, words like thou, wilt, and love are repeatedly used in order to emphasize the significant image which is used in the poem. The last figure of speech employed in the poem is personification. Personification means attributing the qualities of a living being to a non-living being or abstract noun. In this poem, the spirit of delight has been personified in order to present the thoughts of the poet. That's all for today's session. Thank you all. In the next session, let us discuss the poem.